Professionals and practitioners in counseling. Counseling focuses on individual social functioning. When we say social functioning, it refers to individuals' role in the society. We can say that as a member of the society, you have the role as a student, as a friend. You need to interact with other people. You also have the role as a child, wherein you need to honor and respect your parents. Knowing and embracing your function in the society and knowing your role means that you are socially functioning, which is really needed as a person in this society. If the person doesn't know his role in the society or the expectation of the society towards him, that's the time that we need a social worker. Social workers help individuals to improve their lives. They aim to assist the clients or the people with problems to better understand themselves and strive for the changes to improve their lives' circumstances. We have here three functions of social worker. First is the rehabilitative function. The purpose of a counselor or a social worker is to return a patient back to a normal, healthy condition, whether it is following an illness, injury, surgery, or certain disorders. People who engage themselves in different vices in the society can also be rehabilitated by a social worker if they really want to change themselves. Next, we have preventive function. A counselor or social worker aims to treat or prevent disease or something from happening. Say, for example, in order to lessen the number of unwanted teenage pregnancy, counselors or social workers need to conduct seminars about unwanted pregnancy. In that way, there will be an opportunity to help the teenagers avoid this kind of thing to happen. Last function, developmental function. For this function, a social worker or a counselor is concerned with the development of someone or something. In other words, they are going to help an individual to enhance or to improve himself in order that he would be able to face the society. Now, let's proceed to the 8 roles, specific functions, and competencies of counselors. First, counselors, they are providers of individual and group counseling services. Say, for example, in a school setting, professional counselors are equipped not only to help individuals understand themselves, but also to provide correct evaluation or judgment for either behavioral or clinical problems that a student may have. Second, developmental classroom guidance specialists. Professional counselors prepare lessons and implement guidance instructions to others. But how are they gonna do it? Professional counselors should deliver talks, seminars, workshops, and other interesting activities. Third, leaders and advocates of academic success. Professional school counselors have an ethical responsibility of promoting academic success by helping students identify barriers affecting school performance. These barriers may be personal, socio-economic, or career-related matters. Fourth, career development specialists. Professional counselors provide activities that will prepare students for the demands and requirements of the chosen profession. They will be preparing students in doing activities like formal writing of resumes, training for job interviews, and identifying appropriate clothing for job applications. That would help the students in their future careers. Next, advocates of students with special needs and students at risk. Professional counselors give attention to students with special needs such as athletes, students with absentee parents, or learning disabilities, and etc. An example for this is counselors may provide assistance to foreign students who come here in the Philippines and giving them activities that can allow them to have interaction with Filipino students. 7. Advocates of a safe school environment. A counselor in a comprehensive school counseling program is important to help students address their academic, personal, social, and career concerns. Examples for these students' concerns are bullying, It could be physical, verbal, cyber, or psychological, and more. And the last one, school and community collaboration specialist. A counselor helps to ensure students' holistic development and success. Professional school counselors work in collaboration with other school authorities and with the students' parents. Say, for example, counselors cooperate with teachers to better assist students with learning difficulty or behavioral problems. We have here 4 allied mental health professionals. First is the psychologist. Psychologists can help people learn to cope with stressful situations and overcome addictions. When I say psychiatrist, it focuses on the diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of mental, emotional, and behavioral disorders of a person. This also includes the use of illegal substances. We also have neurologist, a medical doctor that studies the diagnosis, treatment, and management of injuries, diseases, and disorders of the nervous system. We also have the social worker, which assists people within a wide range of settings, from mental health clinics to schools and hospitals in the society. A professional counselor possesses distinctive traits that can make them unique from other helping professionals. Aside from being knowledgeable and equipped with skills necessary in helping, effective counselors must develop and exhibit personal traits that distinguish the uniqueness of their profession. So we have here 10 traits including the following. Empathy. It is the ability of a counselor to accurately sense the feelings and understand the counselor's experience. Acceptance. The ability to demonstrate an attitude that is accepting of the client's insights as expressed during the counseling session. Genuineness. This means that a counselor must be authentic, open, and in touch with his or her thoughts and feelings towards the counselee. Self-awareness. A counselor must be aware of his strength and limitation. It is necessary for the efficient and ethical practice of his profession. Cultural competence. A counselor must be knowledgeable enough about the background of their clients, such as their traditions, beliefs, and family systems. Next, open-mindedness. As a counselor, he must be ready to accept or to embrace new experiences and new lessons from the client. And also, they should always be open to suggestions and constructive criticism, which would help them to improve their profession. Next, competence. A professional counselor must be highly skillful and knowledgeable. In what way do a professional counselor can improve his knowledge? It is through practices in counseling, doing research and program development, and also evaluation. Problem-solving skills and creativity. A counselor or a social worker must be able to facilitate the client's realization of the possible solutions given his or her circumstances. And then the last one, embracing a perspective of wellness. A counselor must have the ability to see the importance of taking care of himself, the way he or she takes good care of others. A counselor must engage himself in activities like sports, meditation, and yoga as a form of recreation. Next, the 4 competencies of a transformative counselor. The first one is establishing rapport, means creating and fostering a warm and accepting relationship with the counselee. When a good relationship is established between a client and a counselor may feel safer during the counseling session. Hence, the counselee will gain an increased confidence in expressing his thoughts and feelings towards the counselor. Next, basic attending skills. These are nonverbal behaviors that a counselor must always show towards his counselee. Say, for example, sitting across the counselee, adopting an open posture during the counseling session, leading at times toward the counselee, maintaining eye contact, and also being relaxed or the ability to be composed and confident during the session. Next is observational skills. This refers to verbal and nonverbal messages conveyed by the counselee. So we also have 6 basic types of nonverbal expression that a counselor must observe towards the client. We have here the physical appearance, the personal space, voice, facial expression, body language, and sudden change in behavior. Next, competency. We have the basic responding skills. This is also known as listening skills. As a counselor, we should know how to listen sincerely towards our counselee in order that we can guide the person well. We also have 4 effective communication skills which a counselor should have. The first one is the use of encouragers. These are verbal and nonverbal means to encourage a client to continue talking. Next, restatement and paraphrasing, meaning the counselor is going to restate what the counselee has shared. Next, you also have reflection of feelings. This skill involves the counselor's capacity to reflect on what emotions or feelings the counselee has about a particular event. And then the summarization, in which you will bring all together the important parts of the discussion in order to give an accurate understanding of the counselee's disposition in life. We also have 7 areas of specialization. We have the school counseling, which includes the child, the family, the school, social worker. For school counseling, these are the guidance counselors that ensure students' academic success and assist those with various careers. We also have mental or clinical counseling. They focus on mental health counseling by providing programs and services specifically designed to address the needs of individuals. Next, we have the rehabilitation counselors. They work in institutions or centers and are responsible for helping patients with physical, mental, or emotional issues. Industrial counseling. This is present in industrial setting in which they could provide workplace counseling to respond to the concerns of employees, because there are employees who encountered problems such as job stress, conflict management issues, and other personal concerns that may affect their job. We have marriage and family counseling. They provide counseling sessions and various activities to foster stronger relationships within the family. This also aims to lessen the number of broken homes in the society. Next, we have the private practice, and that the counselors may have their own wellness center or private clinic. So they can accommodate children or adults depending on the counselor's specialization. Like say for example, a child diagnosed with social anxiety disorder may seek help during weekends with follow-up or support programs to the counseling session. Community counseling. This aims to help the members of the community to improve the relationship with the other people in the society. Let's proceed to career opportunities for professional counselors. So as a professional counselor, if you don't wish to engage yourself in this job alone, you can have another career. You can be an elementary and high school counselors. You can also be a college counselor, teaching in the academe, a teacher in the academe, career counselors, or community counselors. So for an elementary and high school counselors, they give support to the academic, social-emotional, and personal development of students in school. For college counselors, they do not only focus on the academic, social, emotional, and personal development of students, but they also address the students' career-related needs. Teaching in the academe. As a professional counselor, you can teach college-level courses such as theories of counseling, career counseling, and psychological assessment. We have career counselors. Through career counseling and career coaching, career counselors prepare students and other clients on how to perform well in job applications. So they provide activities that guide individuals to explore their interest, personality, attitudes, and aptitudes. Next, we have community counselors. They provide help to the members of certain communities by identifying how certain factors contribute to the well-being of its members. Marriage and family counselors. So, family counselors are trained to address family issues and concerns through therapeutic interventions. Marriage and family counselors help families to deal and cope with their family's challenges in order to lessen the conflicts, the rivalry, and also the intergenerational conflict among members of the family. Substance abuse counselors. So these people or these counselors usually work in drug rehabilitation centers, and they aim to help people understand how substance abuse can affect their way of life and how they can overcome and prevent the same problem. Rehabilitation counselors. These counselors deal with clients who suffer from physical disabilities and psychological problems. They also provide counseling, assessment, and activities that will lead the client to accept that his or her condition has to be changed or fixed. Researcher. Guidance counselor can also conduct evidence-based research and identify the most effective activities that will help improve the conditions of certain individuals in the society. It may be related to cognitive, social-emotional, and moral spiritual well-being of individuals. Next, we have professional ethical principles in guidance and counseling. So when we say professional ethics, it pertains to values that determine the counselor's behaviors. These are the confidentiality, client welfare, informed consent, and relationship with clients. When we say confidentiality, this means that a counselor needs to keep all the information about the counseling. Client welfare. It is the counselor's primary responsibility to protect the welfare of the clients. Hence, if the identified needs of the counselee are beyond the expertise of the counselor, then the counselor must refer the client to another professional who is good at this kind of field. Informed consent. Professional counselors are also required to provide their clients an overview of what counseling is all about and what the counseling process entails. Like say for example, the information on policies and goals of the counselor. Next, relationship with clients. A professional counselor must establish and maintain boundaries in his or her relationship with clients, meaning counselors should not engage in any personal relationship with their clients. Next, valuing rights of individuals, professional responsibilities, and accountability of counselors. As professional counselors, they should not only follow the ethics of their profession but also manifest their commitment in their profession. They can do it by valuing the rights of individuals and demonstrating the accountability to their clients. So we have here the first one, respecting the rights and dignity of every person. A professional counselor must think that each individual or each person is unique, no matter how unruly or how disruptive the behavior of the person is. Because everyone deserves to be respected, even though there were times that they don't deserve to be. Respecting the client's rights as self-governing individuals. Counselors feel responsible for the welfare of their clients. With this, counselors must communicate trust to their clients to encourage maturity and sense of responsibility, even outside the counseling session. Being committed to the client's well-being. So, counselors must demonstrate dedication of their work by showing concern to their client during the counseling session or even after the session. They should show concern and care. Being fair to all clients by providing equal opportunity to all, followed by enhancing the quality of the professional knowledge and application. So, as time passed by, counselors need to improve themselves. They need to enhance the way they provide a quality service by keeping themselves updated on issues and trends in their profession. Next, we have being responsive to the society, meaning a counselor must be able to collaborate with other members of the community to provide the best services for their clients. Say, for example, the counselor will collaborate with parents, teachers, school administrators, and other stakeholders to further help the students. And that's the end of our video, and thank you for watching.